Chapter 2 of Uncommentary Podcast, Same Day. We welcome Narayanan again, and in this episode, Narayanan, we'll be talking about two series that India played. One with Sri Lanka and the other ongoing against England. First, the India-Sri Lanka series. For the first time, any team in the world had two teams playing simultaneously. Touring simultaneously in different countries. Makes a bold statement about the huge pool of talent that India has.
See, I completely agree that the huge pool of talent is a big bonus for India because this has been for a while. IPL has given the platform wherein a lot of players who play for their respective state teams have been able to shine on IPL, playing with the best against the best, and
Yeah.
this has actually gotten a lot of people coverage into how international cricket uh, goes about the fitness required, the team mentality, the team tactics, the team strategy, which changes in a matter of 5 overs, 3 overs, 6 overs, 8 overs. So, what this has done is India could actually India see in a way. We are approaching the T20 World Cup in October, which unfortunately due to COVID has been pushed to UAE from
Yeah.
which was we were supposed to be the host nation.
It's a huge loss for the fans. They can't go
Yeah,
and watch the match in a stadium live.
be honest.
Weather will play a lot, especially the dry and arid conditions, 40 plus temperatures every day. That'll play a huge impact on the players. Yes. Coming back to the
Absolutely.
India Sri Lanka series, the one dayers as well as the T20s that happen, you think a good amount of opportunities were given to players of the likes of Sanju Samson, um, Manish Pandey, and they couldn't capitalize it? Your thoughts?
Absolutely. The first two matches, once the second match, we were quite lucky, but we still managed to pull off the win in the ODI series. I'm talking about.
Yeah,
We started off with the
Sky.
ODIs, yeah, and then Deepak Chahar and Bhuvi
Mm.
playing those good innings, which took India home. At one point of time, we were we were not sure whether we could even come even close to what the Sri Lankan target was, but
Yeah,
to pull off a win was phenomenal, and that kind of gave confidence to the entire team that
true.
even if you are not part of the test squad doesn't mean that you will not play test cricket.
Mm.
Whatever opportunity one gets, you have to grab it with both hands and just keep performing. Your performances will and your hard work, your perseverance will take you all the way. Taking nothing away from the team, it gave us the opportunity to field a very, very young side with about 8 changes, I believe, in the
Yeah,
third ODI. But yeah, it was a bit too much. But before the start of the series itself, Dravid, who was given his debut stint as a head coach for
yeah.
the national team, had specified that I
Shikhar
will
Dhawan,
try.
the captain, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar. After a very long time, we had a fast bowler, a swing bowler who was the vice captain.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, that's been a long time.
Yeah,
And Dravid had mentioned, how he would try to give as many chances to youngsters, but he cannot guarantee that everyone will get a chance. But he
yeah,
will try to form the best team and give some bench players a chance, which happened in the third ODI. Uh, it was a beautiful series, nevertheless, to even have it in the first place, especially after what Sri Lanka, after coming back from England after a very quick T20 series with the
mm,
coach and a couple of players being COVID and a couple of their players facing disciplinary action, which now
yeah.
has been extended for nearly a year.
A year.
Um,
Yeah,
so they were also missing a couple of their big name players. But overall, the captain and the team across all the 6 matches has been very good. I mean, I think this is a captain for a long time for
yeah.
Sri Lanka and a good prospect as well.
Yep, and reciprocating the hospitality of the Sri Lankan team, Shikhar Dhawan was seen offering some useful advice to the entire team. Those pictures were really they went really viral on social media, and right and truly well said by you. Rahul Dravid did his job phenomenally, and to put up a side and a series of of almost literally India C team against an international side of Sri Lanka, and we gave them a tough competition in the T20s where half of our side was down due to COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
such
a tough
different times
challenge.
we are in now.
Tough challenge. I mean, I didn't expect the T20 to go that way, but yeah, that's what the challenges of COVID are. You never
Yeah.
know when it would hit whom, and
Mm.
we were not sure whether we could even field 11. And if you
Yeah.
recall, I joked that Dravid may step in as a non-playing captain
Yeah, I know.
to complete the 11, but yeah, thankfully we have put out 11, and it was a wonderful
With the
series,
net
no doubt.
bowlers, with the net bowlers. Yeah.
It was a wonderful
Um.
series, and
Great. Yeah.
coming back to that point about how see for these Sri Lankan players, uh, they don't get a chance to play in the IPL. So for
Yep.
them, uh, they need to they love interacting with people of their region who can understand the
Yep.
importance of the game and who can explain it in a way much better compared to taking. I have nothing against any other cricket. I'm just saying perhaps region-wise camaraderie really does
Yeah.
matter
It
in the sport.
does affect.
And Sri Lanka deservedly won the T20 series, winning it 2-1 as well. And
Yeah.
it was a lovely series. There was some negative remarks in the media about we sending the B team. But if you recall, BCCI had clearly said this is a one-day
Yeah.
specialist team, and
Right.
England is a test specialist team. But
Correct.
I do understand where BCCI is coming from, because they needed a couple of series to get more experience in the T20 arena in the run-up to the World Cup. What BCCI was thinking is to give the white ball specialist a good 6 matches to get their eye in with the IPL also coming up, which
Yep.
helps in the run-up to the T20 World Cup overall.
Right. The first is that happened, and the preview to the Lord's game that's happening tomorrow. Narayanan, let's talk about the first test and the squad.
It was a lovely. It was the best 11 that India had picked, considering
Yeah.
that the pitch was a bit greenish on the opening day, and there was rain in the rain forecasted as well for all the days. It was good to see India backing up themselves with 5 bowlers,
Yeah.
4 pacers, and 1 spinner. Ashwin missing out was a big surprise.
Tough decision. You don't want to be Ravi Shastri or Kohli with that kind of a talent, missing out.
So this is exactly I was trying to come at. If you drop Jadeja, you're missing out on a fielder who's 100% going to
Yeah.
hit the stump and electric on the field and quick between wickets, as well as he'll give you a good
Which he
hand,
proved with
and
his
he
batting 50.
batting as well. Yeah, with Ashwin, unfortunately, he is a good batsman, but he's not focusing his batting much. And you could see how he threw his wicket in the
In the
WTC
final.
finals.
Yeah,
Uh,
true. It was a
I mean,
shocker.
we have to now, if we don't focus on that, our tail goes right up to number 6.
Yeah.
And we can't afford that. So it was a very tough, but I think it was a good decision in the end to have 4 pacers. Shardul
Just
making the cut in along
yeah.
with Siraj, and
Yeah, that's what
everyone
I was coming
getting the
into. So
wickets.
just gave a good opportunity for Shardul Thakur and Mohammad Siraj. And
Yeah, yeah,
pretty decent performance by all the bowlers.
yeah. Everyone got into the wickets. You could see Bumrah was off color since the England home series, as well as the WTC final. You could
What a
see the
comeback.
old Bumrah, and 4 wickets in the first innings and 5 in the second. 9 overall in the entire test was a phenomenal performance.
Absolutely. And he deserved it. He got some criticism that he is not at his peak anymore. Kohli needs to drop him. And I felt, give him a break, let him give a solid comeback, and that's what he did. He's known for his shot of the good length balls, and he sets the batsman up really well. And with the India-England series that happened just a few months ago, they know these batsmen, and they've learned their strengths and weaknesses. So Bumrah had enough opportunities to set them up, and that's what he did.
Yeah, and barring Root in the first innings, especially, no one literally even could stick around, and Root made a handy 50 in the first, but we were all over them. And to dismiss the entire English team on opening day before end of day's play at 183 was a phenomenal performance.
Yeah, it was. Question to you is, do you think, now that we know Moeen Ali and Mahmood they're in, do you feel they're happy with they'll be happy with the batting lineup, or you think they'll still continue with their rotation policy?
Moeen and Mahmood coming in was actually a panic button, which should work well in India's favor, because the squad was announced for the first 2 test matches. So they knew what they're entering the series with. The Nottingham escape, great escape, whatever you call it, run of the mill, maybe Joe Root will not acknowledge that. With one,
it was very well into India's grabs.
Yes, but he wouldn't acknowledge it. And yes, I mean, this was a panic button to recall Moeen and Mahmood, because what England has got a wake-up call after the Nottingham test, that they need to reinforce, and they cannot just keep the first 2 test matches with the same squad. And that's when all these couple of players flying in is all going to help them and bolster their squad as well. Because what Moeen does offer them is also a spin, and also a good handy lower bat, along with Sam Curran.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of flip and flop between the first test and the upcoming Lord's big one. Yeah. Your 11 for tomorrow. India first.
I think Shardul is
I'll give you a hint. Shardul Thakur is injured, they say. And so that opens the gates for Ravi Ashwin. What do you reckon?
You think Ishan should still not make the cut?
Oh, I'm just thinking because Ashwin has been in such a great form in the county.
Lord's pitch overall is
with the 6'9" slope and tall Ishan Sharma 6'3", 6'4", and he jumping and that arm going up to 7.5, 8 feet. That'll be dangerous.
No, I was not going at that at all. I was looking at what Lord's pitch has performed over the last couple of years, or actually for a remarkable number of years, is that it suits spin.
That's why they call Moeen Ali.
You will see Ashwin walking into the squad, and you will see India, I think, going with the 3-2 combination rather than a 4-1 on the bowling side. Yeah, but on the batting side, I think you could see. I do not know whether this would be done in this match, or knowing how stubborn the management or the captain is, but I still believe that Vihari should be given a look in place of Rahane's spot, and KL could open. Otherwise, push Vihari into opening and push KL to Rahane's spot. So these are the possible 2 changes, but I think maximum we could see is only 1 change, which Shardul going out and Ashwin walking in.
Yeah, I understand your point that Rahane and Pujara have faced a lot of criticism, especially in this year. They haven't been able to perform apart from one-off innings, a couple of innings here and there, when it mattered the most, like in the first innings of this, the first match in the series, as well as the World Test Championship finals, when it mattered the most, both of them couldn't hold the fort. So they've copped a lot of criticism, but I guess the management will give them one more chance.
Isn't it funny that these two are getting the maximum criticism, taking
especially
especially when Virat has not performed for the last 2+ years, and
I was
he's
coming
been
on to
very
that.
poor. He's been very poor, and I wouldn't put Shea on the same criticism boat, because Shea's role is completely different from the other two. So his
And
role is,
if you saw his second innings, he was trying to play quicker than what he normally does.
so I really feel that it's just unwanted criticism. But nevertheless, I think more importantly, which I personally do feel, is Rahane's spot is in a bit of a bother, rather than both Shea and Rahane. I
Yeah.
was surprised to even hear Shea's name even being coming up. But yeah, he does need to come into runs very soon. He's been out of touch for a while.
For me, the middle order, these three pillars of Indian team, Cheteshwar Pujara, Virat Kohli, and Ajinkya Rahane, they have to fire all cylinders, as in not go ballistic. What I mean is they have to get the runs at
Yeah.
Lords. You expect these three gentlemen to put in all they have and give their best shot, to have their names on the Lord's board.
And absolutely, that would also be a bonus. But I think it's helping the team to eventually get the lead in the series. It's going to be a long
Absolutely.
series. So getting that first win under your belt going into the series would be a morale booster as well. After what has happened in Nottingham and Trent Bridge, I think Indians would be more pumped into Lords rather than the English.
Yeah, they sniffed a victory. They sniffed a victory, and I think they feel they can trump this English side. And Sunil Gavaskar already predicted India will win 4-0. Now I don't know how true that could be. Now that we've had the first match drawn, India could have won, but let's see what we could offer at the Lords.
I think it's better to ignore Sunil Gavaskar's comment for now. Let's focus
yeah,
on.
we will. We won't. We just hope we get
Session
at least a full game of cricket, rather than the English weather playing sport yet again. We don't want that. Fingers crossed on that.
True.
And just before we end this episode, the part 2, chapter 2, do you have any final words to share?
It's been good to see a lot of different sporting events happening all across in these challenging times, and it does keep us involved as well, especially when one cannot venture out, one cannot step out, one cannot personally meet others. This kind of helps everyone to converge and discuss and celebrate and also sulk. So it's been overall a couple of months, and as Dave rightly said, both of us has had certain commitments and challenges on the personal side and the professional side. But we do hope to continue keeping this channel up and going, and we do hope that you guys also love it, and we would appreciate if you can pass on your good comments and reviews as well.
Thanks very much. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more with you, Narayanan. And I'll get some of my friends who would love to share their thoughts on the series that's going on. My friend Saurabh, Prateek, Nakul, Izuru, and we'll try and get some others as well. On that note, thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed this 2-part episode, and we hope that India and England battle it out for a good series, at least to start with at Lords.
True.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.